The Wedding Dance by Amador Daguio. Characters: Lumnai, Awiya's former wife who is still in love with him despite the fact he married another. Awiyaw, the lead male in the story who loves Lumnai but left her because she didn't produce children for him. Madulimay, Awiyaw's new youngest wife with whom he hopes to have children. Awiyaw, I'm sorry this had to be done. I am really sorry but neither of us can help it. Why don't you go out and join the dancing women? You should join the dancers as if nothing had happened. Go out and dance. If you really don't hate me for this separation, go out and dance. One of the men will see you dance well, he will like your dancing, he will marry you. Who knows but that with him, you will be luckier that you were with me? Lumnai. I don't want any man. I don't want any other man. Awiyaw. You know very well that I want any other woman. Either you know that, don't you, Lumnai? You know it, don't you? You know it, Lumnai, don't you? He repeated. Lumnai, yes, I know, Awiyaw. It is not my fault. You cannot blame me. I have been a good husband to you, Lumnai. Neither can you blame me. Awiyaw, no, you have been very good to me. You have been a good wife. I have nothing to say against you. It's only that a man must have a child. 7 harvests is just too long to wait. Yes, we have waited too long. We should have another chance before it is too late for both of us. Lumnai, you know that I have done my best. I have prayed to Kabunyan much. I have sacrificed many chickens in my prayers. Awiyaw, yes, I know. Lumnai, you remember how angry you were once when you came home from your work in the terrace because I butchered one of our pigs without her permission. I did it to appease Kabunyan because, like you, I wanted to have a child, but what could I do? Awiyaw, Kabuyan does not see fit for us to have a child. Awiyaw, I came home because I did not find you among the dancers. Of course, I am not forcing you to come. If you don't want to join my wedding ceremony, I came to tell you, Madulimay, although I am marrying her, can never become as good as you are. She is not strong in painting beans, not as fast in cleaning water jars, not as good keeping a house clean. You are one of the best wives in the whole village, Lumnai. That's not done me any good, has it looked lovingly to Awiyaw. Awiyaw held her face, but Lumnai's eyes looked away. Let's go of her face bent on the floor. Awiyaw, this house is yours. I built it for you. Make it for your own. Live in it as long as you wish. I will build another house for Madulimay, Lumnay. I have no need for a house. I'll go to my own house. My parents are old. They will need help in planting of beans and the pounding of the rice. Awiyaw, I will give you the fields that I dug out of the mountains during the first year of our marriage. You know, I did it for you. You helped me to make it for you, the two of us. Lumnay, I have no use for any field. He looked at her, then turned away, become silent. Go back to the dance. It is not right for you to be here. They will wonder where you are, and Madulimay will not feel good. Go back to the dance. Awiyaw, I would feel better if you come and dance for the last time. The gangsas are playing. Lumnay, you know that I cannot. Awiyaw, Lumnay. If I did this, it is because of my need for a child. You know that life it is not worth living without a child. The men have mocked me behind my back. You knew that, Lumnay. I knew it. I will pray that Kabunya will bless you and Madulimay. She bit her lips now, then shook her head widely and sobbed. Narrator Lumnay had thought of 7 harvests that passed the high hopes they had in the beginning of the new life. Together the date he took her mowing river on the other side of the mountain, quiet and happy that nothing in this world can measure. He was the most beautiful man that she has ever seen. He was strong and for that she had lost him. She flung herself upon his knees and clung to them and cried. Lumnai, Awiyaw, my husband, cried, I did everything to have a child. Look at me, she cried. Look at my body. Then it was full of promise. I could dance, I could work fast. In the fields, I could climb the mountain fast. Even now, it is firm full. But Awiyaw, I am useless. I must die. Awiyaw, it will not be right to die. Awiyaw hugged her in the arms. Lumnai, I don't care about the fields. I don't care about the house. I don't care for anything but you. I have no other man. Awiyaw, I'll always be fruitless. Lumnai, I'll go back to my father. I I'll die. Awiyaw, then you hate me. If you die, it means you hate me. You do not want me to have. If I do not try a second time, it means I'll die. Nobody will get the fields I have carved out of the mountains. Nobody will come after me. Lumnai. If you fail this second time, no, I don't want you to fail. Awiyaw. If I fail, I'll come back to you. Then both of us will die together. Both of us will vanish from the life of our tribe. Lumnai. I'll keep my beds. Awiyaw. Let me keep my beds. Awiyaw. You will keep the beds, Lumnai. I'll keep them because they stand for the love you have for me. Love for you, I love you, and nothing to give. Try people. Awiyaw, oh awiyaw, they are looking for you at the dance. Lumnai, the elders will scold you. You had better go. Awiyaw, not until you tell me that it is all right with you. Lumnai, it is all right with me. Awiyaw, I do this for the sake of the tribe. Lumnai, I know. He went to this door. Lumnai, Awiyaw. Narrator stopped at as if suddenly hit by a spear in pain. He turned to her. Her face was agony. It pained him to leave. She had been wonderful to him. Lumnai. Awiyaw, the beach narrator, Awiyaw turned back and walked to the farthest corner of the room. He dug out from the darkness the beads which had been given to him by his grandmother to give to Lumnai. On the beads on them in place, the white and jade and deep orange obsidians shone on the firelight. She suddenly clung to his neck as he would never let him go. Lumnay, awiyaw, it is hard, try people, awiyaw, come out now, Lumnay. It is not right. How does she know? How can anybody know it is not right? Narrator, it was a great day. The sun started to rise up from the east and the wind was blowing in her face for the past. To harvest Lumnay was leaving the father and she never forget about Awiyaw. There were times during the harvest that Lumnai imagined Awiyaw carrying berries together with some men of her father's tribe, even comfort to Lincoln who was her childhood friends and rumor that Lincoln was planning to ask her father to her hand in marriage. But Lumnai would just smile remembering that nothing would surpass her Awiyaw was sitting beside her and watching her. She even felt that Awiya was grazing her face. It was a vivid dream as if like a real one. Then slowly Lumnai opened her eyes and she saw the love of her life, he ever handsome, and Awiya sitting beside her staring and smiling at her. Lumnai. She could not believe it. She thought that she was just hallucinating too. She bowed her head and blinked for a while, then raised her head, but image was still there, so she lifted her hand and touched his face. It was warm and smooth, then she smiled and her eyes started to cry. Lumnai, awiyaw, awiyaw, Lumnai. Lumnai, what happened? Tell me, I will listen. As they hugged each other, narrator, Aoyao started to tell what he had been through. He told her that he missed her a lot. And sometimes he and Madulimay would argue that during the harvest he and Madulimay has tried everything even then were not blessed with child. So Aoyao and Madulimay agreed to separate that she would still marry to redeem herself. So Aoyao traveled to the far side of the mountains to where Lomnai tribes live and asked her for forgiveness and if she could still accept him. She hugged Awiyaw and agreed from then on Awiyaw and Lumnai lived happily until their last days. The end.